that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't statements, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't statements, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't statements, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see. Contract. Yeah.
Hail to the commanders! Hail victory!
Yeah, I'm up now. It's an update. I'm a real snob. I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my steak. I'm finna give it a good shot with my case. She want the Mew Mew. She want the EJ. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a band-aid. Thinking I missed, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rep if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby. I ain't like the rest of them. She a fanatic for that dun dun dun. Yeah, new house in the hills. Fine, waiting for me down in Brazil. 5, 5, 5. Had to go on for the kill. It's 5 plus 8.
Rock, rock, rock!
Legend, Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna be a mini baby mama?
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Houston Texans. Officially beyond the halfway point now. Eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
All right.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Trying to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there, so it'll be 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down.
That was about to be Israeli as fuck.
Knocks it free, incomplete. We talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative, and the best way to do that is to start fast, and, well, once again, they're not.
Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
Ready.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Here we go. Set. Rocco 80. Ready.
They run. It's the former Pitt Panther. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Offense in the hurry up here. Back-to-back carries here. This is close, but it looks like they got the stop in time. Yep, marked at the 40. And that brings up 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They give it to him again. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Goes to the hurry up here.
19 Tiger.
First carry here for Ashton Genty. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
19 tight. Stephanie. 60 Bobcat.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds his back complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Working quickly here.
Seven Pirates. Mustang 19. Cup 19.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And they're on 24-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running it with David Montgomery. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now, 1st round. Escapes the pocket. He's going to end up out of bounds well short of that line, so the defense credited with a sack.
Well, as a quarterback, I hate to assign blame to the position, but on that one, you just got to throw it away for an incompletion. We still need to give credit to the defense, no question, which helped flush him from the pocket in the first place.
3rd down, Commanders in the dime. 6 DBs out there.
Here we go, let's go. Swat, another swat. Hey, movement. 11.
They'll run the draw with Montgomery. That's not going to do the job. He's taken down behind the line. That forces 4th down.
It takes every piece of the symphony working in concert right there. When you run a draw on 3rd and long, everybody's got to do their job. The problem, they didn't, and this defense responded.
Begins his return at the 16. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock. You already got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Here we go, set. Next team, let's go.
Back to the well again. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down.
This coordinator trying to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
19 Lions.
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. Space past the 35. Rolling into enemy territory. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Daniels now bringing his guys to the line, getting everyone set for this 2-point attempt.
Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Chased out to his right. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. No to return this. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. Our score, 6-0. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll be hoping for a lengthy drive here with where they're starting out. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Not a person in this stadium didn't start tensing up the way I did up in the booth. You could feel that goal line coming, right? Pressure right in his face. Nearly turns into a couple points now. Well, now you got to be so careful. No breathing room for the next snap.
Well secured by Jaden Higgins. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. The Commanders in the dime set for this third down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. That's it. Good.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This connects with Schultz. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. It's 16 yards on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
And the Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
18. That's it.
From the gun, Stroud. Taken in by Hill, right side. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one into 4-1. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Hey.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. 2 set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
18.
Again, Stroud. Completed over the middle. Now and right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's Stroud again. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Stroud off the play fake. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans tie and can take the lead here in the second. Nico Collins with a touchdown. You can't blame him for biting on that play action, Brock. Down at the 1-yard line, you're expecting it to be a run, which made that pass play the perfect call.
Show those defenders what they want to see, what they're expecting to see, so when they give them that good old run fake and pull it back, well, it is touchdown offense.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans take the lead on that successful kick.
Amy Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. 8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. Cowboy 80.
Another carry for him. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
70 Lions. Buffalo Dragon 60.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ready.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
70 Lions. Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Avoids a defender, we've got a foot race. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs turning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
60, Panther 11. 60 Maverick.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. That throw finds Okonkwo. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
18 Cardinal. Unlock Lions.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, kid. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
He lays out and gets it. Wow, that gets him to 2 points.
Commanders 14, Texans 7.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Noel to return this. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's incomplete left side.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, the secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
11. Let the hot. Why, Tony? Hey, uno more.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Into the hands of Dell. We'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Oh, hey, south. 18. What's that?
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. This is complete to Schultz. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. What's up?
Here's Stroud. This is reeled in downfield by Schultz. And they get this down to the 28. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
18. What's that?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. Now 1st down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's the coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they are going to be in great shape here. He gets this down to the 6. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
From the red zone now. To the end zone, but incomplete.
Game's terrible.
That's going to set up 2nd and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Oh, boy.
The final throw before the break. On the move, headed right. And this time they can't connect, so that's incomplete. Been favoring their back this drive. Let's see if it's going to continue now on third down. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Getting 24 yards on that one. And that's good for a Washington first down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Offense in a hurry up here. They'll run now on 2nd down. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over.
19 tight. Panther 11.
3rd and long for Daniels. Buying some time right. He's going for it himself. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, or even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the 1st down.
19 right.
Looking to throw. Taking a chance to the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
1st down, Stroud. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Back to the air they go on 2nd. Stroud. And the Commanders' rush brings him down. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pass dumped off to Montgomery. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
11. Under.
He'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. The risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Kane Toronto makes the play. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Ready?
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
On the jump.
Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
Let's go now. Check. 18. Ready.
Dive play straight ahead. Free inside the 30. It won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Genty will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Looking quickly here.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Genty again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Washington.
Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the second time around.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders double their lead to 14.
21. Texans 7.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Noel to return this. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. Let's go, go, go. Hey, uno more.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Hey, uno. 18. Let's hit. South.
From the gun, Stroud. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line.
15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
Stroud now on 3rd. Chased out to his right. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. all the way back it goes. It's a Washington pick six. I think it's safe to say, Brock, this defense isn't just trying to defend a lead. They are trying to eliminate all doubts. And to that end, a big play to take that interception back for 6.
I think it's very easy for fans to see when an offense goes dormant and conservative and plays it safe. But defenses fight the same challenge, Cade, and kudos to that defensive coordinator. Don't be reckless, but this defense has earned the right to be aggressive.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21.
Texans 7.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. No to return this. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Oh, hey. 18. What's that? Look the hot, look the hot.
Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. To the sideline, Collins brings it in. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Second down now, they need 7.
Buggy. Now, what's that? 11.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go. Hey, uno more. Tony.
And they'll throw third and long. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up fourth down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
18. What's that?
Again, Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Commanders take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
Daniels now on first down. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Texans get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return.
Well, the pick came in one end zone. I think for a while there, Kate, it looked like it was going to finish in the other end zone. They don't get the points, but boy, do they get a whole bunch of momentum after an outstanding return right there in the enemy territory.
First down throw by Stroud. Set up the screen to Montgomery. Works it down to the 37. Tackle made by Trey Amos. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 1-8.
To the air, Stroud. On the move, headed right. And they pick him up again. Mike Samuel makes the play. This is our last play of the quarter. On first down, they'll run. They aren't getting anything here, Brock. They're actually going to lose some. Back to the 10. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Commanders have possession and a massive lead. This one looking like it could be over. Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Daniels. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Come on, come on. 19, 18. Come 19, come 19.
3rd and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offensive line fast.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
60 Eagles. Mustang 19. Panther 11. 19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos.
Now Daniels on 4th down. He connects downfield. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. It's one of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
Viking 18.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
49-yard line.
Buffalo 18.
7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
18 Rattler. 18 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Washington.
They'll run here on first down. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Second and 8.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Hand off now from the gun. The second down run good for 4. That brings up third down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
60 Maverick. 60 shot 60. Shot 60. Come back team. Warriors.
Third and short. Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They're going to try to throw for it. And he will get the first as they touch him down. Offense in the hurry up here.
70. 70.
That's another Washington Commanders first down.
With the gun, they're going to hand it off. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, because they drop it behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Catch made underneath by the back. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Dose of the hurry up here.
Makes it 3rd and
Buffalo
4.
18. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Commanders close to picking up their 5th win. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
18, Rodney, 18. Here we go. Set. Gotta be lying. Check, smash. Check, smash. Shot 60. Shot 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll work against the blitz. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this.
Ridge. 19, shot, Cub 19, Cub 19. 19, Lion, Mustang 19.
Daniels to throw on 4th. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
Oh, hey. 18. What's up?
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
He can run it. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Escapes the pocket. And they pick him off again. Nick Cross has it. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
They're going to pass it here. Hits him on the out route. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Washington first down.
Now run here from the gun. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7. Trying to set this up quick. Kick the running back in motion.
Second and 2 at the 20-yard line.
70 Rangers.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Brought in. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Commanders put up even more points in a win. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Commanders continue piling on to this lead.
Commanders 35, Texans 7.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. No to return this. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And he's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Second and 10, strap the throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
Trying to push deep downfield. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Commanders get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him in this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
2, Mustang 19, 60 Bison, 6 Warriors 70. Let go.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And he put everything he's got behind it. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Go.
Daniels now. He's got Jalen Lane. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders continue piling it on here in the 4th. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. All right, one more snap to play here. Here he goes, one final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's